What's up? You tuned in to Melody Mondays. We're back live here another Monday, 8 o'clock with Shayna McCullough. Tonight I have Anue Nahki joining me. I just had a call with him to see if we can get a good connection here tonight so I can reason with the king. This is his new track we'll be talking about tonight. Real people playing in the background. I'm going to see if I can get the king in here so we can reason. What's up, everybody tuning in? Wherever you are around the world, let me know where you are. Are you in Jamaica? Are you here in Canada? Are you somewhere in Africa? Indonesia? Big up all my Brazilian family. All right. I think we have success. Give thanks. Blessed love.
The Wi-Fi is kind of moving a little weird here. You hear me?
Okay, yes. I can hear you.
Yeah, Gibson. Rastafari.
Rastafari. How are you feeling tonight?
Feeling superb. Feeling good, you know? Yeah.
Yes. Where are you right now?
I'm actually in St. Mary. Actually planning to go sting tonight. Yeah.
Sting?
My brethren them come for me. I wasn't planning to go nowhere tonight, but my brethren them come for me and I say, you know, I need to go somewhere, you know. So that's the vibe.
Yes, that's gonna be a nice show.
Hopefully it go well without no you know, violence.
Yes. Okay. Sting. I definitely want to. I think I saw some flyers, and some people sent me some flyers about that and different performing. A lot of people performing.
A lot of artists. Yeah, man.
Yes. But I want to talk about you since we have a good connection now. I really want to talk about your new track, and I want to talk about, you know, get to know you a little bit better as an artist. Tell everyone who Anue Nahki is in your own words for anyone that has never heard of you before.
Well, Anue Nahki is the all-in-one, the one in all, unconquerable spirit, you know, imperishable spirit, you know, and I'm a humble individual, you know, yeah, man, with humility and, you know, divine masculine, you know, Rastafari.
I love that, divine masculine. Yes, and the meaning of your name, there's a lot of meanings that you can come and take from it. But Anne did represent, you know, the heavenly and the masculine, and you call yourself a celestial king. Yeah. So I'm going to get into that a little bit too. But tell me, I like to start at the roots and foundation of who you are, why you are who you are. Tell me about your family life.
Well, I grew up in the country. I'm a country youth, you know. Run up and down in the bushes and thing, and climb coconut tree, and you know, eat breadfruit and them thing, the roast breadfruit, and you know, so me grew up in St. Mary, you know, I get St. Mary. You know, I'm growing up in a Rastafari family. My father was a Rastafari differently, you know, and there was a lot of us, you know, so the whole heap of brother and sister. So you know that guy already. So it was a good upbringing in terms of me going balancing school with coming home in the evening and just having fun as a youth growing up, you know. Yeah, man.
Yes. When did you know that you wanted to do music? Did it start somewhere in your youth, or was it something you decided more recently, later on in life?
Well, I could say that it was there, embedded in me, but I was more of an academic person, so I was really good with the schoolwork and things. So upon leaving, graduating from sixth form and going to university, at that point, going in, living in Kingston and thing, and me and my brethren from them time they used to do music. He is a artist also, and I just got inspired basically while going to university. Thing, but music was always in me, from a tender age. I've been listening to Crazy Buju Banton album, Crazy Sizzla Kalonji album. I live, it's something that I live on, like as a younger youth, and thing. And it music is like, it's so touching to me that it gives me a different feeling. So once I link up with my brethren now, and he was doing music at the time, and I say, yo, me I go get into this thing, and we start sit down and we build rhythms and thing, and build songs, you see me, and that's when I got inspired to launch my own record label and such forth, Yeah, man. Yes.
Tell me about your record label, the name of it, why you chose that name, and how did that come to be? When did you launch
the record label was launched from 2009 to be exact. So that was when I was going to school, basically. So while coming from university, in that time, we would go to the stage shows and the sound system events in Kingston in the night, and just got more inspired to do the music. But I felt a calling though, because as an individual, as an academic individual, I've been exposed to a lot of opportunities and options. Then I would say, being a graduate of a university at a young age, you see me, and thing, I could have become anything I wanted to do. I could do anything I wanted to do based on I empowering myself at an early age. But music was just a passion, and I feel like say just and even just by the culture, the culture. So I'm had to represent for the culture, and being that what society is today, it's just different. It's a whole nother level of thing, It's a whole different conversation.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you decided to, make music your mission. Tell me, what inspires your music and your life.
Okay. All right. One question I leave out, and I don't forget that question. Future Youth Production is the name of my record label. Right, and that was inspired as a young youth, growing up and wanting to make a change, basically. You see me? So future youth, the motto of Future Youth Production is repatriating the future, which in my mind right now, the world is going backwards, basically. You see me? We are being more dumbed down. We are being more degraded. You see me? Technology is going backward. All them say it's going forward. It's actually going backward. One at the time we could have teleport. One at the time we could telepathically communicate without even talking. You see me? Because these things lessen your span of life on the earth just by even talking too much. You see me? So as an artist, me get to learn them thing there. You see me? So that's what inspired the record label. And now to your current question, I am just influenced by life itself, like the divine energy of nature, and people, the people, the love and care that I have for those people and a whole is unconditional. I can't even explain that feeling, and that's what led me to do music, you know, just to impact people on a positive scale, you know, just to impact their feelings and thing and raise their vibration in this time, because it's more than a physical war. We are in a spiritual war right now. So the spirituality of the whole entire music is that I and I come to highlight and lift up, you know, truths and rights and does heighten the consciousness of individuals out there that may not know the truth, because Babylon really hiding the truth, you know. There's a lot of propaganda going on right now, mass manipulation, you see me? So we as the watchers, we as the chosen ones, them from the bank of River Nile until now, because I and I existed then and I and I is still here, you know, through transfer of entities, you know. So while I and I is here in this time, you know, we have to connect the roots, you know, from them time until now, and let more people see that, because without your root, you're lost. You see me? You cannot grow, cannot survive. You see me? So that's what bring me into this whole perspective of mission. You know, I call it the divine mission.
I love that. I do want to talk about your tracks. And with your mission, it kind of connects to your song Prophecy in a way, because you know, you say in the song, you can kill the prophet, but you can't kill the prophecy. And that line there,
and you kill one man, and you kill one, two lives. They will take out two, four more lives. Yes.
Yes, and I do feel like, you know, in your music, you're somewhat of a modern day prophet and speaking, telling the truth. And in the music video for Prophecy, you see an elder teaching the youth, passing down the knowledge, and you see you grabbing the torch in your own way to continue that journey. So tell me how important Prophecy was for you, how you came up with the concept for the song and the production team and all that.
Well, Prophecy is a very important track to me. It's one of my deepest tracks so far, you know, in the sense that things was happening around me that directly influence Prophecy, you know. Seeing the way how the world is going, the direction that the world is going right now, and seeing the fact that most of us we don't really have freedom of speech right now, you see me? And if you seem to stand up, you know, they will surely get to you see me, based on the fact what I'm seeing, you see me? So that in all sense inspired me in the current affairs of my life, plus what I've seen through I and I history, you know, with great ones like Malcolm X, Martin Luther, you know, Jomo Kenyatta, you see me, Patrice Lumumba, you know, them great ones. They were stand up to the Babylon system and all colonialism, you see me? Them thing they inspire I and I, inspire the song itself. So it's really coming from deep, very deep. If you listen good, it's very, very, very spiritual, very deep to me. Yeah, man.
Yes, I feel like it's a real tribute to those prophets that were taken away. You know, their lives were cut short because they were speaking the truth, because they were trying to raise the consciousness and create unity amongst African people in the diaspora, of course. So, like you said, anytime you try to speak up against or to raise the mental awareness of a people, it seems that you get this constant fight back. But it's still a thing that we have to be brave enough to continue to do, to fight back, because you said, like you said, it's a spiritual war. as well as a mental war. And sometimes it's even
Yes,
a physical
yes,
war,
man, yes, man.
like
True,
Malcolm X,
true,
you know,
true.
any means necessary.
And I think I is on the front line too. Like even Queen like you know, Queen like you doing this great works, you know, bringing the consciousness to the people. And I as an artist, same way as a one speaking my mind and not speaking what someone is telling me to say, or someone's filtering the thing out. You see me? So that's why even me just do my music as an independent person, because sometimes you cannot say what you want to say depending on who you are around or who you're working with. So for me, music is more than just doing music. It's bigger than that. You see me? So that joy, man. Rastafari. Last year.
Thank you for that gift, Rastafari. Thank you for the gift of your music and for taking it serious. It's not just, it doesn't seem like you take it lightly. And I love the music videos. I want everyone to go and check out the music video for Prophecy, and definitely check out all Black Lives Matter as well. That's a really big sin of yours.
A music video coming up too for real people. That one released in next week.
People, I was gonna get into that. I was gonna say, tell me about Real People. Tell me about the song. What do you consider to be a real person? Because you mentioned some people have Willie Lynch syndrome. Some people, your lyrics are very real. Tell me how that concept of the song came to be.
Well, that concept, it just came. The rhythm had an important role to play in that, because my brethren working on my project, and that brethren sent me that rhythm as, I think it was the second rhythm of the project and thing. And when we were vibes into the rhythm, we were like discussing, and I say, yo, this rhythm sound nice, and him I say, yeah man, this rhythm sound like, I do some real life thing if you talk on it, and I listen to the rhythm and thing, and that in itself inspire me. Plus, the motions of the feeling of the rhythm and what I am seeing in everyday life with everyone's, because some people don't even know what realness is. Some people don't even know. So I cannot tell you that you are real. You have to know that you are real in yourself. And that's what inspired the whole subject of the song. Because me I say, oh, me if you tell him say I'm real, me can't tell a man say I'm real. Me have to know say me real in myself. If you know say you real, cause real no real. You see me? So from a real, it a go show. You see me? And from my real, it a go show see me. But real people know who they are. So that's what inspired the song, as and then a whole part of like a thing when I see I go on in the thing where me not to check for, cause fire well at a Rastafari. We come here roots music, we come to deal with. Although we sing on a lot of rhythms and a lot of different type of rhythms, cause my producer, my engineer right now, my rhythm builder, he build all type of rhythms. You see me? But at the end of the day, it's the consciousness, it's the spirituality, and it's the vibration that you put in on that beat. So we do world music, but we are roots artists because we stick to the roots. We that are the thing, you see me? So in all sense, man, it does a balance, Yes.
So you said there's a music
video coming out for people. It? So we done a lyric animated video. So listeners them can go subscribe to the YouTube. We're dropping it hopefully by next week, because you know the season kind of up and thing, and we have something going on as well. Looking to drop it as soon as next week. It's already finished. So yeah, man, everything that video they're gonna be good, you know, and I do it lyric because I want the people to really see, not only hear what I'm saying, but also see what I'm saying, the form of words, you know, yeah, man, and expressions and thing. But look out for that one. It's coming hot, blazing.
Yeah. Make sure you guys subscribe to Anue Nahki. Everyone who's tuned in on the radio, you can come over and join us on Instagram if you like. I can't play out the full track here on Instagram. I can only play maybe 15 seconds of the track, a little snippet for you guys. So I'm going to play that now for you. But I will be playing all Anue Nahki music following our reading tonight. He'll be heading off to Sting, and I'll be here playing back-to-back Anue Nahki music selected and submitted for me. But this is Real People by Anue Nahki. Just a snippet for now. All right, so you guys can get a taste of what's in store.
Yeah, man, real people know they are, you know? Yeah, man. We will beat them now, just who they are. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love me there. Say love for a smile. Why you sell out the culture? Like the blue cheese when we link up. Bunk up when we cut. Chop chop in your knee cup. Send me a ring go make you run like a knee cup. Santa Claus dead when me heat up. Jamaica the night in a blink up. The fire when me burn when stink up. Me roll well till on the wheel. Yes.
Just under a minute here on Instagram, but there's more to the track. The track is fire. Make sure you guys subscribe and follow him on YouTube so you don't miss the lyric video coming out. Anue Nahki, I love the track.
Give
Thank
thanks.
you for that. Tell me, I want to talk a little bit about your spiritual journey as Rastafari. Tell me, you know, how that came to be, and tell me something that maybe changed your perspective on life and your living.
Well, one of the biggest thing that changed my life, I would say one of the first thing, one of the first thing that is very impactful is that while I was going to high school, I received some ancient scrolls from a brethren that was studying in Africa. This brethren he's an American citizen. He actually got deported. You see me, he was traveling the whole of Africa, studying the pyramids. He had an eye professor that got imprisoned by the American government and everything because of the knowledge that he was digging up and everything, you know, and he got deported to Jamaica, and we meet him. So, and he came down with some scrolls that he got from Africa and all over that he gathered and managed to bring to Jamaica. So upon receiving those and studying them a lot, I read off books. I like this, like I love read, you know, when it interests me, you know, about the real things, you know. So, and may I tell you the truth, that changed my life. Like that is one knowledge. That is one thing. Knowledge changed my life. Consciousness changed my life at say around 13, 14, going to high school. Like that changed everything about me. I was already brilliant in a way in school, but that made me more like everything just open up to me. I never fail an exam. You know, I can't remember exam where that I fail. You know, I have numerous, you know, awards and thing from school days coming up, go straight back to university. You know, so is like that's what opened my mind, you know, to the reality of things, and if I was studying about Nibiru from them time there. I was studying about the ancient Rizkians from the planet Risk. I was studying all of these things, how the pyramid was built, meditating, breathing, telepathy, all of them things there. It was so amazing to me that changed my life. You see me, and I can attest to that, you know, because that's what molded me into becoming this person who I am today.
I love that you brought up celestial beings. I wanted to touch a little bit on Anunnaki. Since you know, your namesake and Anunnaki is your name, and some people call them ancient aliens, some people call them gods. Some people say they created humanity and Eve and separated the earth and the heavens, and all this sort of, you know, prophecy or talk about it from what I've researched. What do you feel about celestial beings and planet Nibiru, like you said? Do you feel like these are
them thing they're real, man. Is your DNA, you know? Is your DNA? I have to tell you, you know. It's not where you read, you know, or where you watch on the TV, you know, because there are a lot of propaganda going on out there, and there are a lot of confusion, because to divide and rule is Babylon basic tool that they use on mass of people. So your DNA, your feelings, your DNA have to tell you. You have to open your consciousness with that, and things that I've seen that I've done are doing right now in my life, like even beyond using the laws of attraction, just imagining things and they come forward, telepathically communicating with my hygiens them on a day-to-day basis. Same here is I know that these things exist, because if you check on a scientific factual level, there are dimensions, you know, and everything is built from atom to molecules, you know, builds up in cells, you know, become tissue, become organs. So everything, we are living in multiple dimensions right now, and you can manifest the reality that you want. I wasn't an artist, you know. I remember days when I couldn't even sing. I couldn't write a lyrics, you know. And to be here where I'm now is a living testimony to what I'm saying. You see me? It's like whatever you can do it, you know. Whatever you imagine, you can bring it to manifestation through the divine consciousness of meditation and you know, connecting the mind, the soul, and the body with one. You know, thought lead to actions, you know, and those things, you know. So it's a whole it real, man. It real, man. Celestial being them real, man. Celestial being them here. I am here. I am here, so I can attest to that. The celestial thing is here. You know? Yes.
I love that you say celestial king, and that you know, are speaking of DNA, and these sort of things are embedded within us, and you clearly practice alchemy in your life. And when you can master alchemy and you can change things around you, you know, you are truly connected to the divine. So I understand when you say that you're a celestial king. Just from you speaking, I can see that you're a very wise king. So thank you for sharing that with anyone. And for anyone that doesn't know what we're talking about, you know, I definitely recommend they also do the research.
Yes, and go listen some Anunnaki music, you know. You know, that will bring up your vibration to your consciousness to, you know, learn more, you know. Yeah, man.
Definitely. Tell me about destiny. I love to talk about destiny. It's been on my mind for the last couple of months now. So tell me, do you feel like our destiny is already planned out for us, or do you feel like we can control our destiny
I think is a mixture of both, you know, because you can guide your destiny because your decisions has a lot to impact on where you reach in life or what you become, you know. So I think I wouldn't say control, but I think we can guide our destiny by the decisions that we make today, because it's up to us. We were given choice, you know, although, you know, them say we're not perfect, but I believe that we are perfect, you know. But them say nobody not perfect, but at the same time, the choices that you make impacts your life a lot and impacts who you are, you know. So I think, yeah, man, we can guide with destiny, man. And destiny in itself is like where you reach, is like where you're heading, is like your final destination or something. That's really the definition of destiny, you know. So, but there's a lot of things that happens on that journey, you know. So even though, because it's the same thing, you know, it's like, all right, I can choose the dimensions that I want to live in. I can live in a criminal dimension where me a rob and thief every day, you know, if me choose to, you know. I can go be a police officer and live in a systematic dimension that I am a systematical program slave for the government or the system, you know. Or I can choose what I want to do. So if your imagination and your thought impact your action, then your thought and your imagination can create your reality, you know. So it's very important to know that, say, you have a lot of power within you yourself, you know, and what you choose to do is very important.
I love that. Tell me about a couple other tracks. I want to talk about, just touch onto them briefly. Your track "When I Rise," and also your track "Black Lives Matter." Both of them are very, very powerful tracks. We all know, you know, what happened in 2020 that sparked the Black Lives Matter movement, and all of the people that have been affected by the movement. And inspired the movement. So tell me how important that track was, Black Lives Matter, and also about the music video. And then afterwards, we'll talk a little bit about When I Rise.
So Black Lives Matter, it was the onset of the George Floyd incident. I think it was in 2020, and I was greatly impacted by that event. You know, seeing where the world has reached now, and know that all of this that's happening is designed by someone, you know, sitting in a seat behind the closed door. You know, them design all of these events is like creating order out of chaos, basically. Without chaos, you have no order to create. You cannot control the people. So seeing that chaos that was created and that tragic event that was created by, you know, the powers that be, I was like, oh no, man, this serious things. Things are get serious now, because in this modern age and time, nobody not supposed to be in America. So then say the land of freedom and the land of this and the land of that. In a Uncle Sam, you stand up on man neck. No, man, that not right. You see me, and that inspired me to do the song. Actually, while doing the song, crying tears too, because feeling the pain, you know, that people out there are feeling too. Although it's not my family, it didn't happen to me, but the whole nation are my family. The whole people are my family, you know. My family is the human, the human beings and a whole, you know. That's my family, You know, so me feel it to my heart, and me I tell her, my virgin, TGO Records, he sent me that rhythm, and when me hear it, me I say, no man, that rhythm me have one thing about it. You know, it's like it's burning a fire in the same time there, and I mean I tell her say the track just flowed. In that time it just flowed. I didn't have no problem arranging the lyrics and so forth. Everything just happened. And I mean I tell her say it just come out to be a wonderful project. I can tell her say it's probably one of my most known projects right now in Jamaica. Like anywhere I'm gonna sing that song, people love it, you know. And Black Lives Matter, yeah man. So the video was done by Supernova, that's Dub School, you know, from in Kingston there. You know, that's Kabaka Pyramid's brother. You see me? So he actually done the video, we shoot the video in Trenchtown and around Kingston there and thing, and I just wanted to show some, you know, show that we are disgruntled and we are protesting as a part of the track. I said, you know, a lot of people protesting in the street, you know, reach down to the nitty gritty. So the thing gets serious, you know. So that song is a real rebellion song. Is a serious song. It's no joke. You see me? Yeah, man.
Yes, I love the music video, and I too, you know, I think the world was affected by the events of 2020, and we did lose not just George Floyd, but, you know, Trayvon Martin and many other names, so many I can't even list them all right now, and we are still losing people. So the message is still prevalent, unfortunately, today. The message is still necessary of Black Lives Matter, and we do have to unite and stick together as a people, as human beings, even, right? Tell me about When I Rise. I love that track. It makes me feel, you know, like I can levitate in my own right. You know, because a lot of times you have to raise your own vibration, raise your own frequency in this world.
To be honest, that track was the first song I write. Like that's the first song I ever write. You know, I wrote it back like about 2000 and probably 14. You know, and I had it for a couple of years. Went to America, come back the year, and decided 2017 that I wanted to do music professionally as an artist, because what you have to really understand, I was a producer before, you know, I wasn't an artist, none at all. But I love the music so much. I always like, even when my brethren don't remember theme song them, I would remember them and I would sing them like me are the artist and thing. And yeah, me just love the expression of feeling and the fact that me can say what that I want to say. You see me? And When I Rise just came out of inspiration, you know. When I rise in the morning, you know, put my voice up on the Naya Bingi jump, you know, Babylon have to go down, you know. So it just came naturally to I and I as my first debut music, and I actually recorded it at Tough Gang in 2017, you know. Think it was released in 2019, you know. And from 2017 I started to do music on a professional basis as an artist, you know, as an artist. So that's like what, 6 years ago, you know, 5-6 years ago. So that music is really special to me, you know, and I realize that a lot of people love it. There's a lot of people in Africa love that music, you know, a lot of people in Europe too, you see me, them really check for that, that music, you see me. The video was premiered by Reggaeville in I think 2009. And I actually directed the video and shoot it. So me
Nice.
I'm bridging them and thing and add some help and thing and me just direct the video and shoot it and thing, and it was a joy up in the hills, you know, by the riverside, beating the Nyabingi drum, you know, holding that natural
It's beautiful.
vibration, connecting to the song itself, you know. So yeah, man, it's a joy.
Big up all the
Yeah,
Naya Bingy.
yeah,
Oh,
man,
I
it's
love
a
the
joy, man.
drumming. It just makes me feel like I'm connected to my soul. Yes, I love the music video. Everyone go check out the music video. Follow Anue Nahki on all of his social media platforms so you can stay up to date on all the latest tracks and videos. Tell me about your creative process. Is it typically the rhythm before the lyrics, or the lyrics come before the rhythm?
Well, it depends. Sometimes the lyrics come before the rhythm, and sometimes the rhythm comes before. But when the rhythm comes before, it works more better because then you get to synchronize everything. You know, if I do the lyrics before, I would more feel comfortable building a rhythm to that song itself. You know, to get that synchronized, get that feeling, everything connecting. You know, and thing. You know, so it can be both. You know.
I love creative process. I love to pick the artist's brain to see how,
Yeah.
how things happen. And you're also a producer, so that's why that question is a little bit
Yeah.
even more interesting, because being on the
Yes, I.
producer side of
Yes,
it and the
I.
artist side of it, you can probably do both effortlessly. I do see people asking me about questions. I usually do take a couple questions from the listeners, from the viewers. I see a couple on Twitter, but I'm gonna take the ones here on
Okay.
Instagram. Instead, I always tell my Twitter people to join us on Instagram. All right, so we have one question from Steve. Did you do any rituals with your African elder, and would you consider it vodun?
What's that?
Did you do any rituals with the elder that you learned from?
Oh, rituals. I don't like the word rituals, you know. To be honest, it's like more of a learning ceremony, more of meditational ceremony and discussion. You know, the transfer of knowledge from the elders them to I and I, because at them the not the elders them, the Ancients them, I would say, because words have a lot to do with how your vibration interact with the cosmic, you know. So to talk, you have very careful, because to spell is the word, and you can use the word and spell it even self. You see me? So I specifically choose my words very carefully. So I don't do rituals, you know, but I learn from the ancients them, you know, the ones them that was before me. You see me? And a lot of things, you know, because those are who have the knowledge from before, from our foreparents them. You see me? So we have to learn from them, you know? Yes, I
like that answer. Yes, spiritual, Lady Sharon. We have one more question here from Steve again. Do you know where the land of Anu is?
Land of Anu. The land of Anu is Earth itself, you know. You know, and I could say all of Earth was one continent. You know, everything got shifted up over millions and millions of years. You know, ones have to understand, you know, that we are not just 2023 years, you know, old. You know, we are billions and billions of years old. You know, if you want to put it that way. You see me? And tectonic plates and them thing, they move over time. you know, geographical condition changes, you know, based on what we see scientifically, you know, so everywhere is Africa. But I would say, you know, in more recent, you know, is the pyramids of Gaza, you see me? Is the bank of River Nile, you see me? That's where, you know, the Asians, that the first Pygmy tribes and Watusi tribes were originated from. You see me? So I and I came with the earth, you know. So if the earth, I and I come from the earth. So if there is no earth without us, you know. And is land is like you limit yourself when you're talking about land, because you have sea too and you have air too. You see me? You have the cosmic, you have space, you see me? So it's not only to like confine yourself to the land, you see me? And we are heavenly beings, you know, that encompasses the whole universe. You see me? I say so. Yeah, man, that's it there.
Powerful. You're so powerful. I love that we got to reason tonight. I do have one more question before I let you go.
Yeah.
On to Sting and all the vibes over there. Tell me a life lesson that you learned in 2022. What has this year taught you?
A lot of things, you know, but I can probably specify or identify one. It teaches me that this year you can't expect anything to happen. Don't be like, oh, it's a nuclear war, impossible. No, impossible. You see me? You can expect anything, you know, from even people around you that you love too. You see me? That's one thing that, you know, is very important to know. But at the same time, it's important to show love, and it's important to share and care with everyone. And no matter what people do, that it may be something happening in wrong or bad or negative. Sometimes negative things happen for a good reason, for a positive reason. You know, and I had to learn that this year again, you know. So sometimes you get disappointments, and it's really for your rise. So I just that more I said to the people them, so now look at every disappointment as a disappointment, you know. Yeah, man, just look at it with a balance and a open mind, you know. Yes, right.
Yes, my great grandmother said many times, every disappointment is for an appointment.
That's so true.
A wise woman. My great grandmother sending her love always from the ether, and her guidance and protection. Tell me something most people don't know about you or would never in a million years guess.
I'm easy to deal with. I'm humble, because most people think that art is very hard to communicate with or deal with. I'm just like a normal person, you know. Yeah, knowledge have a lot to do with my, you know, behavior and how I interact with people. But otherwise from that, I'm a normal person, you know. Cause I just they say thing them normal. I'm easy to deal with. I'm easy to communicate with. I'm very professional. You see me? And because most people think that, you know, most of these artists nowadays, they like the dance thing, and them like certain type of vibration to their thing. And most people think that artists not really, you know, them not have nothing else to do, or them can't do nothing else, you know, them, you know. So for me, it's just music choose me, you know, to do this, and I'm humble and easy to deal with, you know. Yeah, man, normal.
A humble celestial king. You guys heard it here first on rootsreggaehub.com. It's Melody Mondays with Anue Nahki. We played his big track that he just released, Real People. You can go and find it on his Instagram page. Are you on Twitter, Facebook? Are you on any other social networks?
I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. Facebook at Anue Nahki original, and YouTube Anue Nahki music, and Instagram Anue.Nahki, you know, on Instagram here. Yeah.
And on Twitter?
Pardon me?
On Twitter as well?
Future Youths promo on Twitter. Yeah.
Future Youth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Future Youth promo on Twitter. Okay, you guys heard that. You know where to find Anue Nahki. I'm going to be playing all of his tracks following this reasoning tonight. So if you do want to tune in and listen to the tracks in full, you can switch over from the gram or wherever you're listening from. And whether it be Alexa or Google, because you can also listen to us on Alexa or Google, you can keep it locked there because I'll be playing the tracks back to back. We're also on the TuneIn app or RootsReggaeHub.com. There's a lot of ways to tune in, guys. Bless up, everybody. This is the holiday Melody Mondays. Thank you, Anue Nahki, for joining me and taking the time. I know you're a busy guy, and it is a holiday season.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Nice talking to you too, all right? Hopefully sometime soon again. Blessed love. Rastafari.
Blessed love. Rastafari. Good night, everybody. Keep it locked here on RootsReggaeHub.com for Anue Nahki music coming up next. Bye, everybody. Bless up, Anue Nahki. Thank you. And love.